Greetings. So before I go to the next chapter, the original story when I talked about Glenna, I actually presented that story from her father's perspective, which is even more emotional part of the story. And this time I switched things around. I wrote it from her perspective. So yeah, so that's one of the things researching about this disease, learning that there's another component. There's the DES drug, um, and we see some granddaughters, desk granddaughters. They have this condition as well. So let's switch gears and start with the next chapter. Chapter 11, Week 5. Eriko started Monday morning with physical therapy session with Peadar. After the session, she felt much better and thanked him. He spent the rest of the day teaching Eriko about the process of getting federal grant monies for research. Eriko asked him how much they're getting for her being in the control group, which meaning no surgery, versus experimental group, which means surgery confirms the diagnosis. At this time, he showed her his spreadsheet of the cost breakdown. Needless to say, she was stunned at the difference. Next, she asked about the price range for the surgery. He went over the cost of having surgery in Germany, Manhattan, some surgeons in the Bay Area versus a surgeon in the Pacific Northwest. When she asked about the latter, he explained that this doctor has been performing surgery for over 2 decades. She summarized that the first guest speaker only recently started his private practice. He nodded. She also realized that the federal grant monies will more than cover the cost of the surgery, depending on whether or not there are any complications. Also, Peadar made certain that she clearly understands that the surgery will only treat the endometriosis. It won't cover any other pre-existing conditions. She nodded. Then he walked her through the process of getting grant monies. After working at the studio that afternoon, Erika saw Agnes was waiting for her. Agnes walked Erika through the rental agreement. The first part was Erika's responsibilities, keeping the apartment neat and clean at all times, notify Agnes whenever something needs maintenance repair. This time, Erika got out her cell phone, punched in Agnes' cell number. Next, they went over Erika's rights, from Agnes giving Erika a 24-hour notice, inspecting the apartment to what the rent covers. Currently, rent covers all the utility bills, including cable television. Also, no one is to take a bath or do laundry until after 7 p.m. After Erika signed the rental agreement, Agnes gave her a copy, then she excused herself. The next day, Erika had the studio driver take her to the local electronics store, so you can see she did not bring a television set. So she can get a television set that includes a VHS recorder player, DVD player. After going over her apartment, she decided to put the television set in the kitchen dining room. She also moved her computer to her room from her room to the dining room. That way she can just focus on sleeping in her room rather than studying and sleeping. On Friday, the guest speaker in the clinic was Kim. She was attending a university in San Francisco. When she went to the student health center, she met a nurse who was a member of the Murphy family. The nurse realized what else Kim needs, so the nurse gave her a job at the clinic. Also, the nurse talked with Maria's mother to get her citizenship status changed. On October 17, 1989, the immigration attorney took Kim to the Department of Immigration and Naturalization Service to take the citizenship and set up a date time for the swearing-in ceremony. On their way back to university, the earthquake happened. When they returned to the university, the residence hall was badly damaged and had to be torn down. As a result, the attorney took Kim to the Murphy Hotel, where she stayed for the remainder of the academic term. That weekend, Peadar went door to door to ask guests what they needed. When Peadar met Kim, he realized that she has the spirit of his long-lost twin. Also, he knows that she has the same pain as Maria. Pre-surgery, of course. On Thanksgiving Day, they turned the Murphy family feast. The matriarch started with the thanks that everyone in the family survived the earthquake without any fatalities. Those who were injured will make a full recovery. After thanking the Alloway Shaw families for offering additional help, they got into a line to pick up dinnerware, subware, and went through the buffet aisle. While they were eating, various members of the Murphy family talked with Kim. With each one, Kim offered suggestions how they can improve their business. For the grocery store, she recommended they switch to certified organic fresh produce so they can make more money. For the aunts who make clothing, she asked them if they consider switching to organic cotton and natural dyes. When some members of the said that they're in the healthcare profession. Kim suggested they start a clinic together. Pedro chimed in, said he would graduate with a degree license in physical therapy. When Maria said that she'll graduate in theater arts. Jonathan said that he'll graduate in film and television. Kim suggested they start a studio together. Pedro's grandfather, business partner, said that they could be their angel investors. At this time, Pedro's grandfather pulled the strings needed for Kim to spend the rest of the academic term in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, Pedro and his friends were attending graduate school. Kim attended a local university as an exchange student. Since Pedro's grandfather, business partner, co-owned an apartment in Los Angeles, Kim will live with them. In the summer of 1990, they returned to San Francisco. While Kim returned to the University of San Francisco, the clinic and studio had the respective grand openings. The summer between Kim's junior and senior year, she went to Germany to have surgery. She was officially diagnosed. Pedro helped her recover from scourge surgery. The following year, Kim graduated. They got married. During the honeymoon in Canada, Kim fell ill. When she went to the emergency room, the doctor diagnosed her with a small bowel obstruction. His best friend is a physical therapist who can treat this condition without surgery, so they went to the physical therapist. When Pedro told him that he too is a physical therapist, he taught Pedro how to treat this condition. At this point, Kim opened the floor for questions. Eriko told them that she owes them an apology. Before she came to this clinic, Eriko watched local news. Pedro waved her concern away. The main purpose of local news is to make money, so even though they're very careful about what they say and do, both in public and in private, the local news sometimes paints certain people as opportunists. Even though they try to correct each time they mention Kim, there's only so much they can do. Pedro also told Eriko that the local news has started focusing on her, so she needs to be extra careful whenever she talks to someone. There isn't any way to identify all of their air quotes plants. Eriko nodded. Also, Eriko said that they never mentioned all of the contributions Kim made to the Murphy family. Moreover, they never mentioned that both the clinic and the studio are Kim's brainchild. When Eriko turned to look directly at Kim, Eriko thanked Kim for making all of this possible. Kim said that since the Murphy and Alloway families helped her and her family, she's just paying it forward. That evening, Jonathan and Eriko went to Chiaki's restaurant. Since Eriko only had the private dining session, she was amazed at the Asian fusion and teppanyaki sections of that restaurant. She also got a chance to meet their friends and co-owners as well. Jonathan especially liked Chiaki's cooking style. Since Jonathan knew Chiaki would immediately say no to his offer, Jonathan carefully asked Chiaki to consider their own cooking show. Chiaki knew where this is going, so they carefully replied by saying that they are currently going through a journey. This is not a solid no. However, as soon as they have things settled down on their end, they will let Jonathan know. Although there are cooking shows with women and Asian men as hosts, they did not know that many people like Chiaki as the host. So this is definitely a niche market that hasn't either hasn't been tapped or there just aren't enough of them. So that Saturday, after her final disappointment, Pedro and Kim took Eriko to the local library. She returned the library books that she used to pass her citizenship test. She was introduced to the person who would help her take the college admissions test. She spent the rest of the afternoon at her apartment preparing for the test. On Sunday, when Eriko met up with Chucky and her family, she had a renewed appreciation for Pedro and Kim. The media portrays wealthy people as selfish, yet both of them have devoted their entire lives. Let me put this down as plural. Helping people in need. Moreover, Eriko would also like to pay it forward as well. So again, questions, comments, constructive criticisms, let me know, and I shall see you next time. Take care.